My name is Siobhan McSweeney. I'm an actress. You've possibly seen me in a show called Derry Girls. So last November, at around 7 in the evening, I left my flat in central London to go to a play, something that I do all the time. But as I got up to leave the theatre afterwards, I noticed that my neighbour was calling me. When I answered, she told me that there was smoke coming out of the front door of my flat. By the time I arrived there, the fire brigade had already arrived. They were already there. They had already burst down my door. They were already inside the flat and they were trying to figure out what happened. And after an hour, maybe 2 hours, the fire inspector came in and sat me down and explained to me what had happened. A block adapter by my bedside locker next to my bed, even though it had one plug plugged into it, had fallen out of its socket. So all it needs is more than 1.2 millimeters for an electrical arc to happen. And what they think happened is that the arc sparked, which went onto my mattress, which smouldered away, creating such heat that it broke the windows. It broke the glass in a lampshade. It melted the fuse box. It smouldered away and created these incredibly noxious fumes that if I had been there, it would have been a completely different story. So I was brought at around, this is after midnight at this point, I was with the fire inspector. He allowed me to go back into my flat with a bin bag. And walking in there was just one of the worst things ever. It was, I left my home and I came back to a bomb site, it looked like. I had no idea that the block adapter would cause a fire. Out of all the things that could cause a fire, I never thought it would be this. I grew up with loads of these in the house. My first reaction was one of relief, because if it had, I can't even think about the alternative if somebody in the building had been hurt, which is just awful. I think for me the biggest impact of the fire is not the loss of everything in the flat. It's not the loss of all my books, of clothes, of my shoes, of a lot of furniture. For me, the greatest impact has been that it takes me ages to leave where I am now. I'm quite anxious. I had no idea this would happen. After this experience, the only thing I want people to do is to get rid of these. It's not worth the risk. It's just not worth the risk. Get some other way of plugging in something. Why take that risk? You think of your pets, your family, your neighbours. If you don't do it for yourself, think of other people. Get rid of them. It's not worth it.